most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
Man, what the hell is this, man?
Breakfast Club, bitches.
I'm glad they put y'all together. Y'all are like a mega force. Y'all just took over every...
Wake your punk ass up.
This Chris Brown. I've officially joined The Breakfast Club. Say something, mother...
I'm with it. The world's most dangerous morning show. Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right. Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ MV.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Hump day?
Good morning.
Yes, it's Wednesday Hump Day. Good morning.
Yes.
One day to the weekend, baby.
Well,
it's all about perspective. Our weekend starts on Thursday.
Okay.
Well, that's
right.
in my mind.
All right. Yeah, well, yes, our weekend does start on Thursday. Well, Thursday
It's
night,
all
I should
about
say.
perspective.
Well,
it's
no.
all about perspective.
Well, we
you don't
really-
got to wait till Friday to start your weekend.
I'm actually heading to Kenya on Friday, Africa. And I was in New Hampshire getting my passport, and I got everything. Shout out to everybody in New Hampshire, man. New Hampshire, I know a lot of it. A guy called yesterday was like, New Hampshire would change your life. It's the worst. Everybody was so friendly and nice to me when I was in New Hampshire.
You were there for like 2 hours.
No, I was there for longer.
Yeah, exactly.
I was there for a full day, actually. I was there from...
Well,
A full day.
I think I'll take it from somebody who actually lives there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, they was very nice. But I will say this. That driving back, and now mind you, I haven't drove that long since college, and like 6-7 hours in a car driving.
Man, anybody got time for that?
Oh yeah, nobody got. I had time for that yesterday, and it was rush hour. It was.
You used to have to do
my
that
goodness.
to go to school, right, Hampton?
Yeah, I went to Hampton. I would drive every weekend.
That's about 6 hours.
Six and a half hours. I would drive back every weekend to see Gia, my girlfriend at the time, and do mixtapes. But nah, that drive was for the birds. man.
Anything more than 2 hours, really, anything more than 3 hours, but is pushing it for me. I can't do 3 hours in no car. No.
bro,
Anything more than 3 hours in the car, no.
The last 30 minutes when you got to roll down the window, you got to play BBD Poison, and you got to get out and do push-ups.
PBD Poison.
Yeah, I was
no.
singing
You gotta
anything.
put Uncle Luke, Doo Brown. That's when you got to go Lil Jon Crunk music. You got to really
Bruh.
go back to the early 2000s.
Bro, I was singing every day. I
mid-1900s.
had to pull over and do push-ups. It was one of the last 30 minutes.
That's when you could have used an espresso
Ain't
shot.
nobody got time for that.
I couldn't find none. It was late at night too. I said, man, woo.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Then I
God bless you.
Then you riding with your wife, so and your wife's like, you want to drive? Nah, I got this. Oh man, it's
And you know the
driving
worst thing-
me yet. I was trying everything to stay up.
You know the worst thing about those long drives, especially when you little, we people used to get mad at us when we were kids and we asked, "Are we there yet?" And when our kids ask now, "Are we there yet?" That's a very valid question on a long
I
ride.
hate it though.
Okay.
When my kids say,
But
"Are
it's
we
a
there
valid
yet?"
question.
I just be like, yeah, we
It's a
here.
valid question.
No, it's not.
It's the most valid. It's the most valid question,
my
actually.
goodness. Are we there
Because
yet?
in your mind, you thinking the same thing. The only difference is we ain't there yet because you driving.
Oh my gosh, my kids. Are we there yet? Oh, I just started saying, yeah, we here. Are we really there? No, we not here yet, man. How much time we got?
I wish we were here.
Every 5 minutes, how much more time we have? How much more time we have? How much more time we have? I'll be like, come on now.
And you know the worst part when you know you on a real long drive and you start thinking crazy stuff like, why they don't have teleportation devices
I was
yet?
thinking that yesterday. I was like, why can't these cars
Why can't I just
fly?
teleport?
Why can't
exactly.
these cars fly?
Oh, I hate long rides.
You know, me and you both.
Oh, Lord.
All right, well, let's get the show cracking. Front page news, what we talking about?
We'll talk about what Joe Biden had to say in Buffalo yesterday, the speech that he gave where he talks about white supremacy and calls it a poison.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. I do. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. All right. Now, last night was the NBA draft lottery. The Knicks, they never gonna get a good pick, huh? They got number 11.
Where the Knicks landed at?
They're number 11. Orlando Magic got number 1. OKC got number 2. Houston Rockets number 3. The Kings 4. Detroit 5. Indiana 6. The Trailblazers 7. New Orleans 8. The Spurs 9. The Wizards 10. And then the Knicks.
The Knicks don't. The NBA don't care about the Knicks no
Not at
more
all.
because back in the day, if they really cared, they could just rig a nice little draft.
I know. Give us
get
one.
them a number 1 pick.
Yeah, absolutely. This is ridiculous. Well, last night also the Heat bust down the Boston Celtics 118-107. They lead the series 1-0. Tonight the Mavericks take the Warriors on at 9 p.m. Now, what else we got, Yeezy?
Well, yesterday, President Joe Biden and the First Lady Jill Biden were in Buffalo. They visited a memorial site for the victims. And also, Joe Biden gave a speech at the close of his visit to the city where he remembered each of the victims of the shooting at the Tops grocery store that was frequented by a largely black clientele. And here's what he had to say.
White supremacy is a poison. It's a poison running through our body politic. And it's been allowed to fester and grow right in front of our eyes. No more. We need to say as clearly and forcefully as we can that the ideology of white supremacy has no place in America. None. And look, failure for us to not say that, failure in saying that is going to be complicity. Silence is complicity. We cannot remain silent.
Now, 18-year-old Peyton Gendry, who's been accused of mass murder at that supermarket, legally obtained the AR-15 style rifle. Joe Biden went on social media and he went on to say that we have to refuse to live in a country where black people grocery shopping can be gunned down by weapons of war deployed in a racist cause. We have to refuse to live in a country where fear and lies are packaged for power and for profits. And they talked about how did he get those guns. You know what they said? That he had actually recently been taken to an emergency room for a mental health evaluation after an incident in high school where he mentioned murder-suicide, but he ended up being released without being involuntarily committed, according to law enforcement officials. Involuntary commitment could have, if the system worked as designed, resulted in him being added to a list of people who are prohibited from purchasing guns, but because that didn't happen, he was able to legally purchase in New York State.
Yeah, I mean, President Biden is right in everything he's saying. I just don't know what we do against white supremacy. I agree with him. It's a poison. It's a disease. But I don't know how you cure it because you can't change the hearts of people. You just can't. And we still dealing with a system of racism in this country that has yet to be fully dismantled. There's systemic racism in every single institution and industry in America. You can unravel that to a certain extent, but how do you legislate the hate that is in somebody's heart? I don't know what you do to combat racism. We can call it out, but I don't see how you stop it.
No, you can't. And I'm tired of the same old speeches. It seems like we just have the same old speeches over and over again, not enough action.
Honestly, I don't know what action you take. Only thing I can say is we got to protect ourselves against racism the best way we know how. And, you know, that's why I tell everybody all the time, owning a legal firearm in America as a black person is a form of self-care.
And
I don't have no other answers for you.
It's also freedom of speech, right? A lot of this also gets spread online. And a lot of different news outlets also in their own way promote this too, with certain things that they say that people feel empowered and emboldened to do things.
So you think we should restrict people's freedom of speech?
Well, I think that when you have certain hate speech and people inciting violence, yeah, that should be restricted.
I know we say that. I know we like to say, I know we like to say it's because of the media and social media, but that's taking America off the hook.
Well,
America has been founded on racism since the beginning of time.
I don't think that's the only reason, but I do feel like it does spread a lot that way.
I think that's the American way. I get what you're saying, but I don't. Yes, you can probably stop that speech on television. You can stop that speech on social media, but it's literally rooted in the fabric of America. This country was built on racism.
I think that's
so I don't see how that. I don't even think that slows it down. You just won't hear it as much.
Grandfathers to fathers to sons.
Yes.
I don't think that the Ku Klux Klan should be able to have marches and get permits to be able to do things like that.
They'll do it anyway.
I don't.
I agree with you. They'll do it anyway, though.
Yeah, but I don't think that cities and counties should be like, here you go. Well, you guys have the freedom to do this, so here's a permit for a hate march.
I can see that. Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, well, that is your front page news.
All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051 if you need to vent. Phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051 is The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed.
So you better have the same energy.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
That was a lot.
What up, bro? Get it off your chest.
What?
Yo, what? Yo,
What?
I thought that this chick I was messing around with, the baby ain't mine.
What? So you why'd you get a paternity test? Did you think that already?
Now I just had this inkling that it wasn't mine, and then like she started acting weird at the end, and then one of my homies at work showed me a picture of the baby, and I was like, nah, it ain't mine. It ain't mine.
So hold on, one of your homies at work had to show you a picture of your baby. You didn't see the baby for yourself?
Charlamagne, it wasn't my baby. I'm just telling you, it wasn't my baby.
But no, I just want to know why a homie at work had to show you a picture of a baby that you thought was yours. Wouldn't you go see the baby? Wouldn't you be in the delivery room? Nothing, none of that.
Now she didn't even tell me. That's how I found out that she had the baby by my homie showing me a picture of the baby.
So you didn't even know she was pregnant?
Yeah, you got to think these lies through before you call the radio station.
Yeah, man, you know that even though the baby don't look like you, it could still be yours, right? You do know that.
He's not. He's made this up just to call the radio station, just to have a story for the radio station.
Oh, he's funny. Nah, she had a situation. I was side dude.
Oh, you were the side dude.
You what?
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't believe this shit. He just trying to get attention.
Ain't nobody trying to get attention with your little...
God know you lying. God can see you. He can see you.
I ain't lying, bro. I actually think
He can see you.
Because that situation was like a bullet I dodged, yo.
But if you didn't even know she was pregnant, what made you think you had a baby?
Yeah, it's a lie.
He told me she was...
Lee,
She told me she was pregnant, and when I found out that she had the baby, one of my homies at work told me and showed me the picture of the baby.
So she told you she was pregnant, but didn't tell you when she was due. Didn't tell you she was going into labor. Come on, stop.
Have a nice day, bro.
It's okay, bro. Have a great Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Y'all too.
Exactly.
That was a weird story.
Jesus Christ. All right, I think you lied through before you called the radio station. At least try to get us.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's the word? It's Mello.
What's the word,
Mello? What's good?
Mello.
You in Detroit?
Yo, man, I'm having a ball out here, man. Honestly, I called through. I want to show some love right now. I want to give. Yo, can we drop one of Cruise Bombs for my guy Trav? Bro?
Okay.
Trav's been holding it down, son, because he really been helping me out on his music journey.
Nice.
Charlotte, do not go there. All right, it's too early in the morning.
What? What? All I was going to ask was, all I was going to say was, did Trav hit? That's a valid question.
What did what?
What did Trav hit?
I said he helped me.
I didn't say that. Oh, okay.
I think that's a beautiful thing.
For real, you know what I mean? He helped me out with my cover art for my next project, and I'm like I said, just want to drop one of Cruise Bombs and show some love. You feel me?
There you go.
That is amazing.
Trav actually is I don't know if he writes or produces, but the stuff he be sending me, he actually can write and produce if he's doing that.
And you know what? And our guy Mello can sing.
Word too. I'm telling you, like, we got one in the chamber right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We got a song coming out soon.
Okay.
When y'all gonna bust it? When y'all gonna bust it off?
Well, all right. Can you not use that verbiage, please?
What? You said one in the chamber. When you gonna bust it off?
You gotta ask him. I'm just a feature on that one.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna ask him when he gonna shoot.
Can you not, man? Stop flirting with me.
What?
He already said it.
What?
Yo, MV, I understand your pain, man. Go to HR, please.
Go for you. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing.
Hey, what you doing, man?
I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
What's up? This Port Baby from the Chuck, baby.
What's up?
843, what's happening?
Did you say your name is Port Baby?
Port Baby, P-O-R-T, baby.
Port, as in Port City.
All right.
You got that right. Yes, sir.
I think Pork Baby sound better, but go ahead, bro. Get off your chest.
Nah, Port City,
No,
843 Chuck Town.
That ain't right. You can't disrespect, nah.
Talk to me, my brother.
Big Charlie, what's up?
What's happening, Ken? Now, I just got a fresh shipment of Charlie O clothing too.
Oh yeah, that's my dog, Durant. That's my people, man. One love to him.
Yep. He just sent me a pack.
Birthday today. I call and give myself a birthday shout out, man.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Give me one too.
Okay, happy birthday. Don't let nobody punch you in the mouth.
No, ain't nobody
box you in the mouth.
It's
box him in the mouth.
Box him in the mouth.
Hey, MV, before you press that button, don't hang up on me now, because you got some fast fingers on that phone button. Don't hang up on me just yet.
Fast
You hear
fingers.
me?
You heard me. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, I just want to plug in all my social media info. First off, I'm going to give a big shout out to my wife, Tika. Tell her I love her on my day, because she celebrates my birthday with me. So, big shout out to my wife, Tika. Y'all can go shop at our clothing store at glambaruniversal.com.
Y'all can check me out on Instagram at Port Baby the Jeweler, and I got a podcast that's starting up called Imported Goods. So y'all be on the lookout for all that. Go follow all my social media pages and go listen to my music streaming everywhere.
You a jeweler?
Uh-oh.
I drop the jewels, my boy. I don't sell jewels, I drop them.
Okay.
Free jewelry.
Yeah. I got the
all right, my brother.
I got the fruits for you.
All right, we're going to let you go.
All right, brother.
I'm going to go listen right now.
Check me out.
You lying, Charlamagne. Listening.
I am going to check him out. I want to see what kind of wisdom the brother's selling. See what kind of free jewelry he giving out.
Hello, who's this?
Sherry.
Hey, Sherry. Get it off
Hey,
your
Sherry,
chest.
baby.
Hey, good morning, you guys. I just wanted to touch on what Charlamagne spoke on before we got to this topic about the racism in America.
Yes, ma'am.
It's really a problem because black people are not standing up enough, especially influential black people. We have too much coonery going on, whereas people are looking and seeing, oh, well, this person got more access because they joined with this side, instead of just standing up for us as a whole, because we are so forgiving as black people. We always just let stuff just roll over. Well, we're supposed to be nice. We're supposed to be kind. Malcolm X always said, by no means necessary, and that's what we need to stand up and start doing. If Young Thug could go to jail for RICO for buying somebody a car and they going to commit a crime, why can't Donald Trump, who started a whole riot on January 6th, and these people are not charged with RICO? And they have a whole organization on Facebook saying that they're the right boys or left boys or whatever they call themselves. But we know they're clearly a racist organization that keep this stuff up with videos and content and merchandise and everything. Why is that not a RICO?
Now, I will say, I agree with everything you're saying, but there has been quite a few cases of white supremacist groups getting hit with the RICO Act, especially those Aryan gangs.
Right, but this is the biggest one of January 6th with Agent Orange.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Okay, yeah.
And that has nothing.
I agree wholeheartedly.
But we're pushing these black artists who's out here making money just to drain money from them, because if you do the research, they put them in the media, give them a bad name, and then nothing comes of it, and they just take money from them. No charges, no nothing.
Well, I agree with you, what you said, about Malcolm X, protecting yourself by any means necessary, because I feel like that's the only thing we can do against racism. That's why I keep saying owning a legal firearm in America as a black person is a form of self-care. Like, own a legal firearm, go train, teach yourself how to shoot, teach your family how to shoot, because I don't know how you cure this disease called racism. I don't.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We got rumors on the way, E?
Yes, and we'll be talking about Biggie. He would have been 50 years old, and we'll tell you how we're celebrating in New York.
All right, we'll get into it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report
Talk to him.
with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Brooklyn's own, the Notorious B.I.G. would have turned 50 on May 21st, and there's a lot of activities planned around this. Now, to commemorate his 50th birthday, the Empire State Building will be illuminated red and white, along with a crown spinning on its mast. The colors are in reference to the Ready to Die album, which was a very classic album. Mm-hmm. Also, New York City, the Transit Authority will release a special edition Metro card on his birthday, which will feature Biggie, and it'll be exclusively available at 3 stops near where he lived. That's the C-Train stops Lafayette Avenue, Washington Avenue, and on Atlantic Avenue. The festivities will continue into June. There's going to be a black tie event featuring an orchestral tribute to the Notorious B.I.G. at Lincoln Center. That's also going to coincide with the release of the Life After Death 25th Anniversary Super Deluxe box set that's going to have 8 LPs, a booklet of rare photos, liner notes from Sheldon Pierce, and reflections from members of the crew who made that original record. So a lot of activities and amazing things that are going to be happening. Also, there's a ceremony on Friday with Valletta Wallace, his mother, CJ and Tiana Wallace, his children, and other friends and collaborators in attendance. So
yeah, Kim C's, Fat Joe, and Faith, and they're actually going to release a record on Friday. It's big, featuring Ty Dolla $ign. I have the record. They just said I can't play it yet because I think they're still doing some clearance and stuff. But yeah, that comes out on Friday.
Seeing the age of 50 is a blessing that Christopher Wallace was robbed of for no damn legit reason. And it's tragic, but I pray we all get to live a life that 20 plus years later, people still celebrate you and recognize your legacy.
Absolutely.
All right, well, they already have some iconic Biggie murals in Brooklyn. One of them is right around the corner from my coffee shop. But Amazon Music and Beautify Earth also will be debuting new ones from local artists in each borough.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm. All right, now
is it new Biggie versus Envy?
No.
All right, now Yo Gotti, he bought himself Rolls Royces, twin Rolls Royces. He spent $1.2 million for his 41st birthday.
That was dope. He bought a Cullinan and Phantom. Dope. Black and yellow. Inside is yellow, outside is black. Really dope.
Maybe you can get it for the car shows.
I'm already on it, Yee.
You know what?
Just asking.
One of my favorite things to do is to see people leave comments on stuff like that, because as soon as I see things like that, I already know people are going to be salty. And it's mad people that be in the comments about why he ain't buy no real estate, why he ain't do this, why he ain't do that.
All that.
He's doing all those things y'all said he's not doing.
I didn't even look at it, but I mean.
And those cars are probably worth more too, right?
Now they are, yeah. I mean, because they're hard to get right now. All the cars are going up in price. But Gotti has businesses. He has real estate. He has a record label.
He bought himself a gift.
He has a bunch
The level
of
of what he can spend on a gift for himself is way higher than the level of what I would buy myself. I might buy myself a bag, but not a Rolls Royce.
He's acting.
Or two of them.
He's acting his wage. He's acting his wage. You have to act your wage in life. He's acting his wage.
If he was worth a couple $100 million, you'd probably do the same.
All right, now let's talk about Antonio Brown and Keisha Cole. They're back and forth. It's confusing, and Antonio Brown was very disrespectful to our girl Keisha Cole. So I guess they were dating, and she had a tattoo that said AB, and he posted it, "You ain't pimping until you hit an R&B diva." And Keisha Cole said, "This is the second time you posted this, AB, but the captions changed. Don't be mad at me no more, babe. I said I apologize." Then she also went live with EJ King, and here's what she had to say.
I saw a black man that's going through the emotion, bruh. I see it, and I identify. I'm not a black man, but I identify with how he can be. You know what I'm saying? And he might not care about that. I don't know.
You could feel that or see that in yourself. But
total empath. Right. That's my heart was hurting. That's why I had to go to the emergency room. That's why I was like, this little pain don't feel this hurt.
You're intertwining yourself in with him prematurely.
No. I think he made it very clear that he didn't want to receive it.
All right, so not sure what happened, but she had posted that she missed him a lot, and then
she got a tattoo.
Yeah, and he posted it, and here's how he responded to Keisha Cole.
Keisha Cole, I'm a player, man. We don't want you, Keisha. Stay on my word. And all you people who just be, with the back and forth. I don't go back, I go forward, man. Don't play with me. Play with your kids. Or play with your girlfriend if you sweet or whatever you got. You heard? Everything Tucci. It's been a lot of hate. They like to drag your name in the dirt when you on top of the clouds, you heard? But the dirt can't reach my face when you this high up. So all you little people who be making bread off my name and trying to ruin my name, you feel me? Cut all that out. That ain't traditional, you heard?
And now she also wrote on social media, "Yeah, I was big tripping. I see it now. I have a 12-year-old. Like, that type disrespect for what? Nothing is worth that level of disrespect, especially when you don't deserve it. Had so much love, respect, and admiration for you. Guess that wasn't mutual either."
Keisha going through a lot of pain. I mean, she lost her mom. She lost her stepdad. She lost another relative. Her dog died. She's going through a lot of pain.
More important, yes, I agree with all that. And but Keisha's a beautiful, cool ass woman. Mm-hmm. Who, as you can see, when she's riding for you, she rides for you hard.
Correct.
I don't see why you would fumble that, and I don't see why you would attempt to embarrass her in that way. I don't understand the need for AB to disrespect her in that way publicly. What was the point about that?
All right, well, that is your rumor report.
Yeah,
act like you used to things. Act like you used to things. What's the point of telling folks you hit a R&B diva? I don't understand that.
And she didn't disrespect him at all. So I agree. I don't even understand where that came from.
Yeah, but like anything else, we don't know what's the ins and outs of their relationship or their story or what happened. But I totally agree. I just feel bad for Keisha because I know she's been going through it, and I know with Keisha, when she loves, she loves. So. All right, we got front page news coming up.
She goes hard.
Let's talk about UFOs, the first public UFO hearing in decades.
Stop it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, my goodness. All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast
Club.
Now
we talking my language.
All right.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Angela Yee here, and if you want quality auto coverage for less, make the right call and go with the General Insurance. Call 800-GENERAL or visit thegeneral.com to find out how much you can save. The General Auto Insurance Services, Inc., an insurance agency, Nashville, Tennessee. Some restrictions apply.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors, getting some front page news.
Which one is it?
What'd I say? Get to the rumors, front page news.
Envy, you got to wake up, man.
I'm tired.
This is ridiculous.
I'm tired. All right. Well, last night the NBA draft lottery was last night. I said last night twice, right? I'm tired. I need a nap. All right. Orlando Magic pick. They had the first pick. OKC had number 2. Houston Rockets 3. The Kings number 4. The Pistons number 5. The Pacers number 6. The Trailblazers number 7. The Pelicans number 8. The Spurs number 9. The Wizards 10. And the Knicks number 11 pick. Now, also the Heat beat the Boston Celtics 118-107. What else we got, Yeezy?
All right. Well, they had the first public UFO hearing in decades. And that hearing did include warnings of potential national security threats. They said,
that's right.
According to these reports, they said this hearing and oversight work has a simple idea at its core. Unidentified aerial phenomena are a potential national security threat, and they need to be treated that way. For too long, the stigma associated with them has gotten in the way of good intelligence analysis. Pilots avoided reporting or were laughed at when they did. So I guess people were UFO shaming them. Now here's the Deputy Director of the Navy, Scott Bray, talking about some of the unusual potential UFO sightings.
What you see here is aircraft that is operating in a U.S. Navy training range that has observed a spherical object right here. It zooms by the window right in this area right there. And as they fly by it, they take a video. You see it looks reflective in this video, somewhat reflective, and it quickly passes by the cockpit of the aircraft.
And is this one of the phenomena that we can't explain?
I do not have an explanation for what this specific object is.
Now, some of these reports have been increasing. A lot of this, they said, because these go back as far as 2004. Some of them are from people coming forward with older stories that they chose not to report at the time.
There have been more than 400 reports from military personnel of possible encounters with UFOs, and they have not ruled out extraterrestrials for these unidentified flying objects. And I cannot wait. Okay, they've been priming us for this for a couple of years now. I cannot wait until they reveal to us that extraterrestrials exist, because humans need a humbling. And it's going to be very hard to hold on to your prejudices against people knowing that Thanos is out there ready to snap us into oblivion. Okay?
All right. Now, the FDA has greenlit COVID boosters, Pfizer COVID booster shots for children 5 to 11 years old now. They just gave the green light for that yesterday. So if you were planning to get your child a booster shot, now they said that healthy children in the target demographic can get that shot at least 5 months after their second dose of the Pfizer vaccine. And those shots can start as early as Friday.
You think the aliens need booster shots?
Probably not, because they probably have technology in medicine that's way greater than ours. Way greater. You have to believe in extraterrestrials. Do you believe in extraterrestrials, Envy?
I don't know. I've never seen an alien.
Do you believe in extraterrestrials? I didn't ask you that. Do you believe in extraterrestrials, Angela Yee?
Not necessarily.
Oh, wow. There's no way that you can look at how... But there's no way you can look at how diverse the Earth is. And you look at all the different life forms on Earth, whether it's us as humans or, animals in the woods, birds in the sky, fish in the ocean. There's no way you can look at how diverse the Earth is and think the millions and millions of galaxies out here in these different universes aren't as diverse.
I did have an ET doll, if that counts. It's so cute.
Okay.
Well, we never.
You remember back in 1985?
We never seen a picture.
Was Alpha extraterrestrial
Man,
too?
shut up,
Alf
man.
was an alien.
Yes. All right. So they are here.
But we never seen a picture.
You seen Alf?
Remember back in
I did see Alf.
Remember back in 1985 when then President Ronald Reagan and Soviet Prime Minister Mikhail Gorbachev, they agreed to pause the Cold War in case of an alien invasion? That was the 40th president of the United States of America saying that we busy beefing with each other, but what if there's a threat from another planet? That was a sitting president saying that. Well, I think that, if you believe in God, like you say you believe in God, and you can look at the Earth and see how diverse the Earth is, if you think all of these different galaxies and universes out here don't have life on it, I don't know what to tell you. So that means we're the only intelligent species in all of these universes and galaxies.
I ain't never seen one on World Star.
We're not even the most intelligent species on this planet. Dolphins are way smarter than us.
So you think E.T. was smarter than us?
E.T. phone home.
I'm sure that there's extraterrestrials. I am almost positive there's extraterrestrials out there with way more intelligence than humans.
We got pictures and videos of everything. Where the videos? Where the pictures? We got pictures and videos in space. Why we ain't see that?
I don't want to talk to y'all anymore. I don't want to talk to y'all anymore.
Why they didn't pull up? Why they come to the club? You think there's no hookah? Like, I'm asking.
Yeah.
I just know Alf used to eat cats.
I don't want to talk to y'all no more. I'd like to talk to the listeners, and I'd like to ask the listeners that have good common sense if they believe in aliens. And would you want to know that extraterrestrials exist?
What?
All right.
Do you believe in aliens, and would you want to know extraterrestrials exist? I would like to know from our listeners.
Maybe they don't want to be called aliens. It sounds offensive.
That does sound offensive. Yep.
Probably is. I mean, that's what you just said is very true because, nobody ever asks animals what they want to be named. We just give these things labels. We don't know what these beings from other planets want to be called, and we don't know what they call us. Like, I agree with that. But based on the language that we have here, do you believe in aliens, and would you want to know aliens exist?
It's a Wednesday. 800-585-1051. Do you believe in aliens? I'm just curious. Have you seen an alien? What does it look like? I don't know.
And would you want to know? Oh, I've seen a flying saucer before. And would you want to know extraterrestrials exist? Oh, that's even better. If you've had some type of encounter, we'd love to hear from you this morning.
Oh, my goodness. All right. And I guess that's where we're going this morning. 800-585-1051. We guess we're doing alien talk this morning. I guess so.
Do you believe in extraterrestrials? And would you want to know extraterrestrials exist? And don't be afraid to share your encounter with us this morning on The Breakfast Club.
Call us up right now, and if you got a picture of one, DM me. I'd love to see. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. If you just joined us, we're talking about aliens. Now, this conversation.
Oh, you talking about language this morning?
But this conversation came from Yee reported a story. What was the story, Yee?
It was basically about they had a press conference about these UFOs. It's the first time they've done this public UFO hearing.
Well, it wasn't a press conference, it was a Senate hearing.
Well, it was a hearing, but it was public. And so it's the first time they've had this conversation in 50 years. And so now they're saying that it is a national security threat, potentially.
The Pentagon revealed the truth about the UFO files in the Senate hearing, and there's been 400 reports from military personnel of possible encounters with UFOs, and they have not ruled out extraterrestrials.
So we're asking 800-585-1051, do you believe in aliens? Now, Charlamagne told us a story about an alien biting him on the back
and would
of
you
his leg.
want to know that they exist?
Now, you told us a story about an alien biting you in the back of your leg or something like that?
He did?
That never happened, but I did. I saw a flying saucer when I was in about second or third grade. You remember back in the early 1900s when you could get off the school bus and your mama or grandma would leave the door open for you and you'd be home by yourself until one of the adults came home? I was playing in the yard and I saw the typical black flying saucer hovering over the trees, and I didn't know what it was at the time. It was just hovering, and then it shot off, and I wasn't scared of anything. And then as I started reading about UFOs and things like that, I was like, oh, I've seen one of those before. And I also once saw the alien from Signs. If you've ever seen the movie Signs with Mel Gibson, the way that alien looked, I saw that standing over me once when I was asleep. And I had the feeling that the hag was riding me. If you don't know what the hag is, then you're just not from the South. But that's that feeling when, you're sleeping and you can talk, but your body can't move. That's the hag. So I had the feeling like the hag is riding me. And when I woke up, that thing was standing over me. And as the sun started to come up, it faded away. So needless to say, I believe in extraterrestrials.
Yee, what about you?
I've never seen one or had an experience like that. So... I can't say, but like I said before, I did have an E.T. doll, and
Shut up, man. Now, I believe in aliens. I'll be honest with you, I do, but I don't think about it. I don't want to know. I mean, I can't do nothing about it. So I just,
really?
Yeah. I mean, what can we do?
Go
if they're
bike
that
riding.
powerful,
I think
they could just destroy us and break us at any given moment. So why think about it?
But how do you know they're more powerful than you are?
They got spaceships that we can't even take pictures of.
Exactly. I'm sure. By the way, time out. No, what Envy? Both of y'all are asking really good questions. Here's the thing. You know that they're smarter than us, and I don't know how you define power, but you know they're smarter than us because clearly they can get to us, but we can't get to them. Or maybe we can get to them, and we just haven't revealed it to the people.
I want to know if they smoke.
I mean, I don't know.
What kind of music they listen to. Do they got their own alien artists and alien music? Like, I want to know all that.
I'm sure that they do. And another thing that you said, Envy, it is good to know, and I'm going to tell you why it's good to know, because humans need a humbling, especially here in America. It's going to be very hard to hold on to a caste system in America where you think your race is superior or your gender is superior or your sexuality is superior when you know that Thanos is out there ready to snap us into oblivion.
Or Envy, maybe one of them needs a home and you could sell them a house.
Maybe. I mean, they'll just take the house, but I mean, you can't kill them, you can't shoot them, so why even think about it?
How do you know that?
I mean, I don't know if we can do all of that.
Like we did.
Why? Well, see that. Why would we kill him? For what?
We want to kill him. That's what I'm saying.
You have embraced the mentality of the colonizer because you just want to kill somebody just because they're from someplace else and different from you. Why? Why does that even cross your mind?
I said I don't think about him. I can't do nothing to him. I'm like, I don't know him.
But when you do think about him, you think about killing him.
No, I'm protecting my family.
They haven't done anything to you.
That's why I'm cool.
Y'all you stereotyping the aliens already.
Which one is it? This is alarming.
That's why I said I'm cool with them.
You profiling the aliens.
It is what it is. The
aliens have done nothing to you. This is the propaganda of the media.
Do they wear Jordans?
The propaganda of the media. The propaganda of the media has made you think that extraterrestrials are evil.
No,
well, maybe
you need to
get
watch
a UFO,
ET immediately.
Maybe you could get a UFO in a car show.
I would love to get a UFO in the car show. I'm just trying to figure out, like, do they got their own basketball league up there? Like, I'm curious.
Go to the phones. Go to the phones. Go to the phones.
You think what's their favorite team? What do you think? The Warriors? I don't know. What's their favorite team?
Go to the phones. Go to the phones, please. Please.
All right, see, that's why I like talking to you guys, because I start asking questions and then y'all start, making fun of me.
No, those are very important questions you asked, Rashawn.
Hello, who's this?
Hello?
Hey, what's your name?
Tamara.
What?
Huh?
Tamara.
Okay.
Tamara.
Who?
Tamara.
I think we got one on the line, y'all.
Right. So, do you believe in aliens? What's your thoughts, Mama?
Well, I was in NASA a couple of years ago, and I saw all this high tech they have now, and it's incredible. They can take picture of the space with everything. Why can't take a picture in another place? So another planet with everything else. You understand me?
No,
we don't actually. I can't really.
I really want to.
You said you went to NASA and you saw all of this high tech technology. I heard that part.
Yes, they have all this technology now. Why cannot they take a good picture of the UFO?
Okay.
All right, no doubt. You have a good morning.
You know what I mean?
Yep, I know exactly what you mean.
So but I mean it.
Okay.
All the technologies and everything they cannot have a good picture of some UFOs and everything.
They cannot have a what?
No.
Okay, that's the one word I keep missing. They can't have a what?
She said pictures.
Oh, pictures. Oh. But they do have pictures. They showed us a bunch of pictures yesterday in the Senate hearing.
Of aliens or UFOs?
UFOs.
They showed us UFOs and video. They showed us videos of unidentified flying objects.
Some people believe aliens are amongst us.
800-585-1051. Do you believe in aliens? Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we have an alien talk, and we're asked, do you believe in aliens? There's a lot of people on the line. Let's get right to it. Hello, who's this?
Muhammad from Pontiac, Michigan.
What's up, bro? You believe in aliens?
Peace, King.
Peace and love to y'all. First of all, yeah, I do. I think that it's definitely extra life out there. I've actually had an encounter before in like 2014. I recorded it on.
I want to hear all about it. Do tell.
I called the news station and wanted to show them the video and everything. And then about a week later, the video was gone out of my phone. I have no idea.
What happened? Tell us about the encounter.
I seen the flying saucer. It was like making noise, it was like electrical noise. It was like hovering, and it was like the size of an apartment building. No exaggeration.
Damn.
The middle of it was rotating. And I'm like, nobody's going to believe this. I put it in the group message with my whole family, everything, showed everybody, and everybody seen it. So, and then the footage ended up disappearing out of my phone.
Do you feel different since then?
No, I was raised Islamic, so I'm always been taught about, the spiritual side of things, and that there's
the wheel in the sky, the wheel.
Yeah, the wheel. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And then also, real quick, Envy and Yee, I'm a carpenter, so I know y'all up here in Michigan rebuilding, so.
Oh yeah, perfect. I might need you.
I can definitely, I could put some things together.
Can you do UFO shaped carpet?
Oh my God.
Goodbye, man.
Don't let him play you like that, King.
Hello, who's this?
This is Dr. Fee from Atlanta.
Hey, good morning. We're talking
Hey,
UFOs
Dr. Fee.
and aliens. What are your thoughts?
In my clinical opinion, I think that Charlamagne is starting to see spaceships on Bankhead. Listen, there's no extraterrestrials. I think that Charlamagne is an honorary member of D4L. That's what I think.
Okay.
So what do you think you are? Like I'm asking you a question from a clinical perspective. When you look around at the Earth and you see yourself and you see all of these different life forms on Earth, and then you think about the different galaxies and universes out there, you think there's no other life out there. You think we're the only ones. You think God just made all of this empty real estate. I'm
a spiritual being having a human experience. And I think that there are other spiritual beings out there. I believe that.
Okay, but you don't think that they could be having like, I guess we would call them extraterrestrial experiences?
I'm not sure.
You don't think a dolphin? You don't think a dolphin is a spiritual being having a fish experience?
Could be. They're mammals. So could be.
Just saying. Let's open up our minds a little bit, ma'am.
Well, you have a good one. I should have had an edible before we had this conversation.
Yeah, but that's what we need from you.
Why?
Hello, who's this?
It's 3J out of Savannah.
Hey, good morning.
Wait, your name is 3G?
3J, James Jones Jr.
Okay.
All right, we're talking aliens.
Okay,
sir.
I like that.
I agree with you, Charlamagne. I'm a Christian, and I believe that God created the universe, and there's many universes out there that we don't, we can't get discovered. So who's gonna say that there's no other life form other places?
I agree. Okay. I think I have to explain this in ways that Envy and Angela might understand, but it's like if y'all build buildings, y'all want tenants, right?
Correct.
Exactly. So you think God created all of these different planets and all of these different galaxies and universes, and there's no tenants in them? Okay.
All right. You think aliens watch television?
I think they probably got something greater. I'll tell you something that might excite you. There's a lot, for years, there's always been these things called alien agendas and anal probes. And a lot of humans that are taken aboard these spaceships against their will are subjected to grueling tests like anal probing. So I think, that might interest you. Google it.
Okay,
put it on your computer right now.
Now it all makes sense.
That's why he's so into it.
Put aliens and anal probes in. Go ahead, do it.
Well, if somebody knows an alien, can you see if we could borrow a spaceship for my car show June 19th? It's Father's Day weekend. We'll put, velvet ropes around it so nobody touches it. They get landed right.
I do think we're gonna see extraterrestrials in our lifetime, though. I do. I feel like they're priming us for that. They've been prepping us for this for a long time. The Senate hearings, everything else, it's gonna happen.
You think they got Chick-fil-A?
I doubt it. The military even has a space force, bruh. Why?
All right. Well, what's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is simply, do you believe?
Okay. All right. Well, we got rumors on the way, E?
Yes, let's talk about Young Miami versus Diddy's, I don't know if it's his ex-girlfriend or what's going on currently, but a woman named Gina Hun. And we'll tell you how this social media back and forth happened.
If there was an artist out there that's close to an alien, what artist would it be?
Close to an alien? Michael Jackson. That's why he had to leave here. Prince probably too. Because think about it. Think about that guy. That guy said he took a picture of the UFO and it disappeared in his phone. And y'all were witnesses to this, I took a picture of Prince from the back. And I took that picture of Prince, and when I showed y'all the picture, it was in my phone. And about 10 minutes later, it was just a black box in my phone where that Prince picture was. Am I lying? Y'all saw it.
That is true. But back
then, Prince was floating.
But back then, you didn't even have an iPhone. Back then, like you had like some.
That is not true. That was about 9 years ago.
You just got an iPhone like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
I don't know why you're telling these lies on the radio this morning. I don't even know what the point. I don't even know what the point of telling these lies on the radio is.
You remember when you got your first iPhone, you didn't even know what to do.
That's not even true. I don't even know where you're getting this from.
All right.
I don't even know why you're making this up.
We'll be back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors.
You all right? What you chomping on?
My bar.
What you got in your mouth?
Your ball.
Okay, what kind of bar, King?
It's a dark.
What kind of bar, King?
Dark chocolate.
Is it a Snickers?
No.
Snickers with the veins in it?
No,
huh?
What's wrong with you? Young Miami, let's go.
I'm asking you questions. Oh, Young Miami.
She's spilling the tea. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
All right. Well, how did all of this happen? There was some back and forth between Young Miami and Diddy. I don't know if that's his ex-girlfriend or current or what's going on, but her name is Gina. Now, Gina posted a picture of Diddy kissing her on the cheek, and that's when Young Miami responded, "Somebody please give this bitch some attention." Then she said, "Notice me, please, ass bitch. Go sit down. We see you. Relax. It's okay. You've been around for years. You've been waiting on this moment. If he can't make you famous, bitch, I ain't." And then people feel like Gina responded by saying, "If anybody is seeking attention, bitch, it's you." And then
what's going on?
Young Miami responded, "Attention, bitch, I am the attention. Let's be clear." And it went on and on from there. But Gina apparently is also an artist, and here is a snippet of a song that she posted during this.
I just be making them mad, but minding my business and getting a bag. Imagine I gave some attention to one of these to be sad.
Man, what is this?
And that's the snippet that she posted on
What
social
was that?
media. Then Young Miami
That wasn't
said,
Young Miami. Who was that?
No, the girl Gina.
Are you
I said,
listening?
You're not listening at all. Gina posted that.
Gina,
She has yeah.
She raps?
I guess so. She said new
You
music
just
coming.
played a song.
That's just a snippet that she posted.
You're alien, bro.
All right, now Young Miami
you
said,
dating-
"I ain't arguing no bitch that got cheap ass limp ball carpet in their house effing on a billionaire. You freak."
Who got cheap carpet?
Oh my God.
Hey, if you dating a music mogul, and you do music and they don't want to sign you, you might need to reevaluate that career in music.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Young Miami said, I don't know how to do this without.
Please try.
All right. So first Gina said, "Why you so pressed, mama? I thought you was a city girl." And Young Miami said, "I am. And that's why I F with your N-word and ain't coming off him. I don't care how many pics you post."
Wow.
Whoa.
This is getting spicy.
I'm waiting for Diddy to say something. Now that was a back and
Sugar
forth.
Puff Daddy. Sugar Puff Daddy ain't gonna say nothing. That's an old player right there. He just gonna sit back and watch this one go down. Go ahead, Sugar Puff Daddy.
Young Miami is. Whew, all right. So, yes, that was what was happening on social media there. And it's like they were clearly writing at each other on that. It wasn't like.
Now, I can't tell because of all the
subliminals.
censoring you're doing. Did you read the one where she told the girl, "I'm going to stay humping on your man" or something like that?
I just said that.
Are you listening?
I can't tell. You bleeping. You bleeping, so I can't tell.
She said it.
All right.
Understand it.
What the hell is wrong with you?
So if I'm sitting
But
here
you
and
know
can't
what's
understand
crazy?
it, imagine what the listener's going through.
You don't be listening.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is that
I am,
the
actually.
two of them probably have never met each other in person in real life, and now they don't like each other. And maybe they would have been friends, because she did post a video of the girl Gina dancing to one of her songs, the Twerkulator.
Yeah, you just gonna put this whole thing out that they didn't meet each other?
No, I'm just saying it was crazy. They probably never have met each other. Like, they're beefing with each other, but they might not even know each other.
They probably been in the house with each other.
I bet you they done been in the same room together.
Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. Yeah, they've been in
I
the
bet
same
you, I bet you they done been in the same room together, the same club, sitting in the same section, because that is Sugar Puff Daddy we talking about.
You think he's trying to squash it behind the scenes?
I have no idea.
What
man.
is wrong with you
I
this
just know
morning?
Puff is 52, not 25. I know that much.
All right.
Okay.
All right, now Kevin
He
Durant.
need to look at that age correctly when he looks at it.
Kevin Durant
This
is
is
going to be
messy.
a guest on David Letterman's Netflix series My Next Guest Needs No Introduction, and here's a short preview of that episode.
Partner with Weed Maps.
What does that mean?
We partner with them on content and trying to figure out ways to change the narrative around athletes and marijuana.
And I admire this. The idea is to destigmatize this.
Yeah.
And explain what it does that people might misunderstand about it.
To me, it clears the distractions out your brain a little bit, settles you down. It's like having a glass of wine.
Yeah. So did you smoke today?
Yeah.
And you're just fine?
I'm actually high right now.
So there it is. All right, and Chris Rock, according to reports, ABC is open to having him host the Oscars again. And so the president of ABC, Craig Erwich, has said, "My assessment of the Oscars was that it was a really successful year for the show. Obviously, there was a lot of controversy, which overshadowed a lot of the positive things about the show. But I was really happy with the program. Even before that very unfortunate moment, the show started off up year over year, and we came back in a big way." So they're open.
Yeah, if I was Chris, I I wouldn't do that if I was Chris, because all they're going to do is scrutinize the hell out of him and, start pulling up old tweets and old commentary. It's like Chris Rock don't need the Oscars. For what?
All right, well, the ceremony was hosted by Wanda Sykes, Amy Schumer, and Regina Hall this year, and they said it was up nearly 60% in audience, 73% in the key demo in comparison to last year's, which had no Oscars host at all. All right, now, Cat Williams, he got a new Netflix special that came out yesterday, his World War III original comedy special that was filmed in Vegas. And he also directed himself in this. And so here's a trailer for that.
Because if a liar can get you to believe some they don't stop there. They double down. Just so you knew they was lying, they said some shit next that don't even make mathematical sense. They said there's a chicken wing shortage, but we got plenty thighs. Where the would you get plenty thighs from, bitch? Look, I'm not a farmer or a scientist, but I will tell you this. All chicken wings come from a chicken.
Oh, man.
Where you getting these spider leg chickens from?
I'm telling you.
All right, so guys,
That makes all
make
the
sure
sense
you
in the
watch
world.
that. I didn't even realize he had a special dropping, but it came out yesterday, World War III on Netflix. All right.
That does make all the sense in the world. There's
What's
a
that?
chicken shortage. You ain't got no legs. There's a chicken shortage, so you ain't got no chicken legs, but you got plenty chicken thighs.
Chicken wings, yeah. There's no wings, but there's... Yeah, I don't understand how
No
that...
wings, but there's plenty thighs.
All right, well, that is your rumor reports.
All right. We too deep this morning. I just want to let y'all know that. We deep.
Okay, calm down.
Deep conversations up here. All right, who you give me a donkey to, Charlamagne?
Man, 4 after the hour, I need Melissa Riley to come to the front of the congregation, because it seems like CRT and anti-CRT is going to be a never-ending conversation in this country. But this is a doozy. And Melissa, I got a solution for you. We'll talk about it 4 after the hour.
All right, and then after that, we do Ask Ye, so you can get on the phone lines right now, 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, you can call Ye now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Our audible pick of the day is Finding Me by Viola Davis. Here, the award-winning actress shares a story from growing up poor to becoming a show business trailblazer. Sign up for a free 30-day Audible trial at audible.com/breakfast club.
This is a miracle.
There is no question that there are problems in this country between police and community.
Yes, you are a donkey.
The latest on that police killing of a black man.
Now to new developments in the deadly spa shooting rampage.
And yesterday was a really bad day for him, and this is what he did.
And so we are in a state of emergency.
Okay, white supremacist violence is and always has been the number one threat to our society.
But I'm also very proud that my wife is white.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
All right, Charlamagne, please tell me, why was I your donkey of the day?
Oh, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, May 18th goes to a mother in Virginia named Melissa Riley. You know, all week I've been telling you I don't know what we do to combat racism. I stand on that. Okay, I don't know what you do to legislate what is in people's hearts. Okay, there is systemic racism in every single institution and industry in America. Okay, you can unravel that to a certain extent, but how do you legislate and regulate hate? I don't know. Okay, but I do know ignoring a problem doesn't make it go away. And black people, even if we don't know how to stop it, we have to call it out, okay? Because not speaking up on things just to keep the peace is a trauma response. And if there is no justice, there is no peace. So why would you stay quiet to attempt to keep something that doesn't exist anyway? Okay, let's call it out. And not just call it out. Let's educate people on the true history of this country. You have to know from which you came in order to know where you are going. And that's why we are here today, ladies and gentlemen, because Melissa Riley is planning to sue her son's school, Henley Middle School in Virginia. She is planning to sue this school, claiming that her son has been negatively influenced by classes on critical race theory. Oh, those 3 words scare some white folks. Critical race theory. Okay, and she says now because of critical race theory, her son is having racial issues. I can't make this kind of stuff up. I mean, I actually could, but I don't have to because it already exists. Very important note I need you to have before we continue with today's lesson. Melissa Riley is white, and her son is black. She was on Fox News, Jesse Waters, and Jesse asked her about how being taught about CRT at school has influenced her son and how it has shifted their relationship. Let's go to Jesse Waters on Fox News for the report, please.
So, Melissa, your son is, the father's black, you're white, and he'd never mentioned issues with race before, you're saying? What exactly changed?
We didn't have issues before. He's in 8th grade. They introduced this critical program, and now he's having racial issues that was not there before.
What kind of racial issues is he having?
He's seen himself just as a black man. He's seen things that don't go his way as racism, and he's finding safety in numbers now.
So when you're saying he gets a bad grade at school, he blames racism, or a girl rejects him on a date, racism, are those the kind of things you're seeing?
Yes, I asked him to clean the house, racism, yes.
You're kidding, right? Or are you serious?
What? No, I'm serious. They have totally changed his perspective. They have put him in a box.
That little boy playing. Okay, I had a million excuses as not to do stuff when I was a kid, especially chores. Okay, maybe I should just explain what CRT is for folks who think it's evil. It's simply the truth about this country. Okay, the textbook definition of CRT is that CRT challenges us to see that racial injustice in America is not and has never been just the problem of isolated instances of individual bias and private prejudice, which we can solve by enacting colorblind laws and policies. Basically, systemic racism was just that, a system that was planned and executed and put in place, and that system of racism has put black people in the current circumstances that we are in. So since something systemic put us here, it's going to take a change in the system to get us out. Okay, legislation and policies got us here. It's going to take legislation and policies to get us out. I don't see the problem with teaching that. Okay, other than the fact you might actually start educating folks to what really happened to black people in this country, and then folks start demanding that we fix it. Okay, can't fix the problem if you simply act like there's no problem. But guess what? White folks ignoring a problem won't make it go away. Now, Melissa, I'm going to be honest with you. You said that your son doesn't want to clean the house anymore because of racism. You said that when you ask him to clean the house, he will refuse, claiming racism. I'll be the first to tell you he might be using that as an excuse, but that's a white devil damn lie. Okay, what that young man needs is a talking to from his black grandmother. Okay, your baby daddy black, you said you're a single mom. You need to bring some of that blackness into the house to get that young man in order. Okay? All right? If I was to tell my black mama, my black aunt, my black grandma, my black daddy that I wasn't cleaning the house for any reason, doesn't matter what the excuse was, doesn't matter what the reason was, that excuse and that reason would get our lives threatened. Okay? Imagine saying that in a black household. I'm not cleaning the house. Don't ask me to clean this house, because that's racism. Whatever black authority figure would reply, you and that damn racism got 5 seconds to clean up this damn house. Okay? I know that much. Melissa, listen, you can't hide the truth from your black son, because no matter how much you try to hide the truth from him, he's black, and America will remind him of that at some point. Okay, what you should do as a white mother with a black son is let your son learn the truth, and you learn the truth with him, and then work to fix it. Okay, suing this school because they're teaching your kids the truth is nuts. This is never as complicated as we make it out to be. Racism is the American way. Okay, racism is America. Racism doesn't just come from individuals, but so many systems in this country are inherently racist. It is what it is. Melissa, you're a landlord. You have a tenant. Your tenant has learned something is broken. Now it's up to you to fix it. Please give Melissa Perry the biggest hee-haw. Or Melissa Riley the biggest hee-haw. Melissa Riley. I'm sorry.
All right.
Yes.
Well, up next is Ask Yee. 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice, call Yee right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Come on.
Need relationship advice? Need personal advice? Just need real advice. Call up now for Ask Yee.
Keep it real.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Veronica from Goose Creek.
Hey, Veronica. What's your question for Yee?
I have a question. So I'm in management, and, you have employees that just, want to lie and do what they want to do. Mm-hmm. And I just want to not be an angry manager or retaliate Or how do you stay yourself when you have lying people around you?
Okay, well, do you have any support at work as a manager?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you document different things? Because sometimes what you need to do is make sure you have proof and evidence and things in email and on text. Because it's easy for people to lie when it's just a conversation. It's totally different when you have those things in writing.
Absolutely. And then it's like I want to stay true to myself because, you know, it makes you angry and you just want to lash out. And I'm like, okay, I'm from the projects in Harlem. And I'm like, okay, so I cannot be me. I have to be Veronica, the manager.
Okay. And you manage all these people who are lying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, always
just one, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's just, listen, let me tell you something. You cannot let one person who is a terrible employee and a liar get under your skin. Now, is there a way that you can, you know, fire this person?
That's the thing. As a person with a heart, I don't want to fire them, but I just want them to be honest and be themselves.
Did you tell them this?
Yeah, I had a one-on-one conversation, but it's like it's not getting through.
Well, then you
know what I
I'm
mean?
sorry, but you cannot continue to disturb your own peace because you feel bad. Someone might not have a job. They have a responsibility, and you're really enabling them to continue to do whatever it is that they're doing if they know there's no repercussions. So if you gave a warning, you had a conversation, and you need to document this and send an email and detail what the issue is, so that way if they violate that again, they know that there are repercussions, and that's it.
Got it.
You know, part of being a manager is not that I get it, right? Because I'm really nice. I would never want to fire anybody. You don't want to see somebody financially struggling, but you also don't want to be taken advantage of. And then that also messes with the power and authority that you have as a manager when people feel like they can take advantage of what they might look at as a weakness.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Let's get to work.
All right, bye.
Ask Yee, 800-585-1051. If you got a question for Yee, call her now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Get some real advice with Angela Yee. It's Ask Yee.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're in the middle of Ask Yee. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Cave.
Cave,
from
what's
Alabama.
up? What's up, brother? What's your question for Yee?
Nothing much. So, yeah, I got a question. So, my girl, she's a sixth grade elementary school teacher, and she always comes home, you know, on her bad days, and she always talks about how, you know, she's emotionally drained. She doesn't know what to do. She always puts in the effort with these kids, and you know, sometimes they don't give it back. They don't reciprocate it, and oftentimes, you know, I see that in our relationship, you know, since she's emotionally drained coming from school, she can't, you know, really be there for me, I guess, or be there for the relationship, you know, when she comes home. And I feel like, you know, I'm not doing a good job as her guy, and you know, I want to be the best supporter, but I've asked so many people, you know, what can I do to support my girl, and just by being there for her, and I don't know, I don't have any answers, I guess.
Right. And first of all, I think it's great that you even care enough to feel like you know why she's not there completely the way that you need her to be for you. But you also want to make sure that you support her so she could be her best at what it is that she's doing. Because the work that she's doing is important, but it also can be really draining and exhausting. Right.
Right.
And so what she might need really is to be able to come home and vent. But sometimes, and this is, you know, some things that I've had to do with work, is just make a rule with myself that I leave work at work. And when I come home, let's focus on some more fun, positive things so I can balance my life.
Yeah.
So there might be certain situations where I'm like, okay, I don't even want to talk about, you know, work. I don't want to talk about certain things. And I let people know, like, let's just leave that on the table. Let's not mention it. Because sometimes talking about something, it really does bring you down. It can become like a bit obsessive, and you need a break from that. So a good suggestion would for her to be leave her work at work. She can come home, have 15 minutes to kind of unload on her day, and then let's do some fun, positive things. And let's think about things that are good, because we do focus on the negative sometimes. And I get it. Like, what she does is really draining, and you acknowledge that. But I think a good way for her to, you know, to be able to have a nice, balanced, enjoyable life is to leave work at work.
Right. I appreciate it. Thanks for the advice. I want to do a shout out quick. You, Charlamagne, and Envy. I just want to say that y'all the best Breakfast Club podcast ever, and I always listen to y'all. Shout out.
All right, we appreciate you. You seem like a good guy, and like you really care.
All right, man. I do.
Just want to say we're the only Breakfast Club radio show podcast ever. Just want to throw that out
We
there.
are the best.
And that's why we the best.
Thank you.
He's an alien. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ask Yee, 800-585-1051. Now, we got rumors on the way, Yee?
All right, and let's talk about the NBA. A lot of players are fed up, and the person that they're fed up with is Patrick Beverley. We'll tell you why.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Get to the rumors. Let's talk Pat Beverley.
Listen up.
It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's The Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, this has been going on since the beginning of the week. Patrick Beverley roasted Chris Paul on ESPN's morning shows, and a lot of the NBA players and former players were not happy about it. Here is what Patrick Beverley originally said.
Do guys in the NBA go to sleep early the night before playing the Phoenix Suns? Hell no.
You mean as a team, or would you talk about Chris Paul individually?
Chris Paul individually.
Okay.
No. I'm going to Steak 44 over there in Phoenix. I'm going to have me a nice little wine, probably sweat it out, and the pregame shoot around and get ready for Chris Paul. Steph Curry, I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock. Mom, don't call me. My girl, don't call me. I'm locked in right now. And ain't nobody worried about Chris Paul when he play Phoenix Suns. He can't guard. He literally can't guard.
He can't guard.
What we call a cone. You know what you do with cones? Like when in the summertime, you got a cone. You make a move. What does the cone do?
Stay still.
Exactly. Yeah. He's a cone. Stop playing, man.
Now, Damian Lillard went on social media and added Pat Beverley and said, "What did CP do to you?" And he also said, "Bra on TV acting like his word law, speaking on private combos and preying on MF's downfall. This weird behavior, SMH." And he also addressed somebody who said that Pat Beverley's stats with the claim that his stats aren't bad. And he said, because nobody guarding this man. In addition to that, Matt Barnes responded.
As reporters, part of the media, we have a job to be critical, but I think there's a thin line between being critical and disrespecting. And I feel like what Pat Beverley did today to Chris Paul was completely disrespectful and out of the line. And Pat Beverley's talking like he's that guy. You're not that guy. Plain and simple. Chris Paul played terrible this year, and his numbers are still better than your career numbers have ever been. He'll be a Hall of Famer. Pat Bev and I were similar type role players. They don't talk about us when we go. They're going to talk about CP3 when he's done. And I just think the disrespect we saw earlier today on the ESPN show need to be checked because he was way out of pocket. All he needed was the red clown nose because he was out there talking like a clown. The shots that Bev took today were just out of pocket. I know no one else is going to tell him that, so I'm going to tell him that.
All right. Well, yesterday, Patrick Beverley responded to what Matt Barnes had to say, and here's what he said.
Matt Barnes made comments yesterday, which he's entitled to. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, right? But Matt Barnes was also an NBA player also. You go up there and you tell your NBA brethren, you go up there and you tell the whole world that this man doesn't deserve his money. When you were just in the NBA, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years ago, what if someone said that to you? You'd be ready to fight. But now, since you're not in the league no more, it's okay for you to talk about this man not giving the money that he's worked his entire life to deserve? Like, I don't understand it. Like, who raised you guys?
And he's referencing James Harden, where Matt Barnes said he didn't deserve the max contract.
I mean, Chris Paul's a 12-time NBA All-Star, 4-time NBA First Team, 5-time All-NBA Second Team, 7-time NBA All-Defensive First Team, NBA Rookie of the Year, 5-time NBA Assist Leader, 6-time NBA Steals Leader, NBA 75th Anniversary Team.
I think we know how good Chris Paul is.
Yeah, he's hurt by Chris Paul.
A few things here. I would love to see Pat Beverley on All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. That would be a great conversation. And what I find extremely interesting about the Pat Beverley stuff is that Pat Beverley still plays. So all the players that he's pissing off, he got to see next season. And some of those guys don't need the extra motivation. So, I mean, they're gonna be able to back all that up on the basketball court.
But I will say that he's always been that player. He's always been the player that likes to get in these players' heads and really try to F them up mentally. So when they play, they're not on their game. But, I mean, you can't take away what Chris Paul has done in this league. Are you kidding me?
Now, Pat Beverley also was on ESPN's Get Up yesterday, and he was talking about Kevin Durant. He was answering certain questions, and he was asked about what if they have what it takes, the Brooklyn Nets, to win a title. And he said, can they bring a title to Brooklyn? They need a lot of help. 3 really good teams. That's going to be in the Eastern Conference next year for sure. But he said they need a lot of help. And Kevin Durant went on social media and said he running around like he Pac. And
well, the irony of that is the Brooklyn Nets could use a player like Pat Beverley. Pat Beverley is a beast on defense. that's one of their weaknesses. They actually could use a Pat Beverley in Brooklyn.
I honestly think any team could use a Pat Beverley. I mean, as much as people hate him, the boy does his job. Like, he gets busy. He does his job. He plays hell of a defense. He gets in people's heads, and he does that. Like, you can't take that away from him. Any team would do well with him.
And I disagree with what he said about Matt Barnes' thoughts on James Harden, because that's been a convo since the Sixers got eliminated. The question has been asked, should James Harden get a max contract from the Philadelphia 76ers? And a lot of people think, based on the way that he's played over the past couple of years, no. So I think that's a fair question.
All right, now let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta and the low ratings. So season 14 has just started. I think it's only 3 episodes in. Now, the show typically gets high ratings, over 1 million views per episode, but they've been seeing a decrease in viewers. The premiere episode got about 933,000 viewers, and they said episode 3 that aired on Sunday only got 850,000. They said it's relatively low, and that's the issue. Well, Kenya Moore went on Twitter to respond to a fan who was alarmed by the low ratings. And she said, we were up against the Billboard Music Awards and NBA Finals. Next week will be even better. It's a great season. So that's her response. And, Portia's not there
Finals
anymore.
They was up against?
Cynthia Bailey's not on anymore. It was on.
What NBA Finals?
It was on Sunday.
There was no game
NBA
on
Finals
Sunday.
ain't happened yet? There was a game on, but there wasn't no NBA Finals.
Well, that's what she wrote.
The playoffs she meant.
That's what she wrote, but not what she meant. But that's what she responded on social media.
Do people care about the cast this year? Who's on the cast this year? I know. Nene's not there anymore. I know. Who else is not there? A couple of the ones are not there.
I know Drew Sidora is on, and then I know, and obviously Kenya's on still. Candy's on. Mm-hmm. So I was just catching up on it yesterday. All right, Chris Brown may have teased some of the features on Breezy, his new album that arrives next month. And so over several Instagram story slides, he wrote some names. WizKid, Young Blue, which, by the way, I thought he just changed his name to just Blue. But LMA, Her, Lil Wayne, Blast, Anderson .Paak, Jack Harlow, Fabio Foreign, Tory Lanez, ESTG. So in those stories, we're assuming that must mean that's who we can expect to see on his album. So June 24th is the date for that Breezy album.
Okay.
He also has a multi-year residency at Dre's now. So in his return there, he'll be the first artist to perform on a custom stage that is transparent and consists of 2 levels. Now, he helped popularize this whole series that they do at Dre's, these residencies, so now he has a multi-year one. Now, Dustin Dre, who is the VP of Entertainment there, said Chris Brown helped define Dre's live and has become an unmatched lineup of residency performers on the Las Vegas Strip. He's one of the most dynamic live performers today, and we're thrilled to welcome him back with a production that's set to deliver an unprecedented fan experience.
I think how Dre's does that is dope. They take the hottest artists, they give them a residency, they come once a month or once every 6 weeks, and it's always packed out. It always puts money in artists' pocket, and they can't go anywhere else on the Strip. Makes sense.
All right, and Little Dirk's nonprofit organization, Neighborhood Heroes, has partnered with Chicago Votes, and they supplied 29,000 bottles of hand sanitizer to the Illinois Department of Correction inmates and correctional facility workers because of the lack of access to clean water for them to wash their hands as COVID has been resurging. And so he did release a statement with the Shade Room. He said, it's obvious those locked up or working at a correctional facility are going to be at a higher risk of exposure to COVID. At the end of the day, this disease ain't to be played with, and everyone should have the basic hygiene necessities to help prevent catching this virus. It only made sense for my foundation, Neighborhood Heroes, to collaborate with Chicago Votes and the Illinois Department of Correction. I
respect it. Dropping the clues box for Lil Durk.
And Travis Scott's Cactus Jack Foundation has announced $1 million in scholarships awarded to 100 students at HBCUs. So they're giving 10,000 scholarships to Black seniors facing financial adversity. And the students awarded have a 3.5 or higher GPA, and the scholarship is named after Wayman Webster, who is Travis Scott's grandfather. All right, well, that is your rumor reports.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Again, don't forget, my car show is back this year, Drive Your Dreams. June 19th, which is Father's Day weekend. You're looking for a good Father's Day gift, take them to the car show. That's June 19th. And then July 9th, we're in Atlanta. So get your tickets. We're talking celebrity cars, exotic cars, old school cars, amusement rides and games for the kids, gaming. We're teaching kids how to double dutch. We have NASCAR coming, teaching the kids how the pit crew changes the tires, monster trucks, bikes, and all that. Get your tickets. It's a family fun day. Kids 5 and under are free. My family will be there. So I can't wait to meet you guys. The mix is up next.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Audible is the place for audio inspiration. It's audiobooks, originals, and podcasts from artists, writers, and innovators at the top of their game. Start listening when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Again, let me shout out to everybody in New Hampshire and Boston. I was out there yesterday. Had to get my passport, man, and they definitely held me down. And everybody was so nice and friendly. So shout out to those guys out there.
Yes, indeed. And listen, I want to salute everybody at the Hollywood Reporter, man. Dropping the clues bombs for the Hollywood Reporter. The Hollywood Reporter, they put out their annual New York issue yesterday. I don't even know if it's out yet, but I got a copy. And it has the 35 most powerful people in media, and they had me, Leonard McKelvey, Charlamagne the God, listed as one of them. And they interviewed me for a story in the issue. So I just want to humbly say thank you to the Hollywood Reporter. And they had a great event last night for the top 35 most powerful folks in media, and we had a great time out there. Really great, really weird feeling being out and being social, you know, after COVID, but we had a great time last night. So thank you to the Hollywood Reporter, and make sure you go grab that New York issue of the Hollywood Reporter. It's got Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew Broderick on the front of it.
All right. Congratulations. Now, when we come back, we got the positive note, and it's the Breakfast Club. Everybody, it's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do. The positive note is simply this, man. Learn who you really are. Take time to understand your soul. The more you let go of past programming and thought patterns, the more you align with who you truly are.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?